what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about a new segment on the Kind of Pain Sports Show called the SHERDOG Review. The SHERDOG Review, where I review mixed martial artists' careers and their histories via the record on SHERDOG.
Aaron Rodgers, Conor McGregor versus Tony Ferguson.
I'm actually doing my favorite female fighter, Miesha Tate. Like, Rose Namajunas is Thug Rose, right? But then Carla Esparza is Cookie Monster. Like, I don't know why they feel the need to do like more feminine names. 35 years old, she's 5'6", 135 pounds. She's associated with Extreme Couture, and her class is bantamweight, which is super unfortunate for her. 19 wins and 7 losses. Her number one victory method being decision. She's actually still fighting. Her next fight is on November 20th with Ketlin Vieira. I'm only gonna do the professional record when we're talking about the SHERDOG Review. Her first fight was against Jan Finney on November 24th, 2007. I think this was a tournament. Yeah. It was the Bodog Fight Women's Tournament, right? And she won via decision in the 4th round. How do you... Now, she lost, I believe, the championship against Caitlin Young in the Bodog Fight Women's Championship. Knockout in 30 seconds. One second. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Ooh, ow! Oh! Just keep showing it over and over again. Every time it gets better, but it also gets worse. I'll leave a link in the video description for that video. Continuing on, she then fought in June 27th of 2008, where she defeated Elena Maxwell. This was in Strikeforce, and that was via decision. Her first non-decision victory came against Jamie Lynn Welsh in November 29th of 2008 in the CS Cage Sport MMA, where she won also in the first round via TKO. She beat Jessica Bednark January 31st of 2009. This was in the freestyle cage fighting number 27. She won via TKO. Her first submission victory, which is her second most popular form of victory, came against Dora Baptiste, which came out February 21st, 2009 in the Atlas fights, USA versus Brazil. She must have been from Brazil, right? She's from Brazil? Next, she had a fight on April 4th against Elizabeth Carrillo. She won via submission, shoulder choke, freestyle cage fighting. She actually beat Dora Baptiste via triangle choke. Lost to Sarah Kaufman in her first fight back in Strikeforce on May 15th of 2009. That was actually via unanimous decision. Then beat Sarah Oriza on October 3rd of 2009 back in Cage Sport with a knockout to the head. Then defeated Valerie Coolbaugh, which is an awesome last name, January 16th of 2010. This was back in the freestyle cage fighting again. This was via armbar. She beat Zoyola Frosta when she joined Strikeforce again. This was in March 26th of 2010. This is when she really started to gain steam and really started to hit her stride as far as her career is concerned. And she won via armbar. She defeated Maju Sutama at Strikeforce Challengers 10 on August 13th, 2010, where she won via decision. That must have been a tournament of some sort, because she beat Hitomi Akano via unanimous decision on the same day. Right, so I think she must have won something there. Who knows? She then fought Marlos Conan on M1 Global Federer versus Henderson in Strikeforce. This was July 30th of 2011. That was arm triangle choke in the 4th round, right? And then that was her first time she fought Ronda Rousey for the belt at Strikeforce, where she lost via armbar rather quickly. That was on March 3rd of 2012. She then redeemed herself with a fight against Julie Kenzie when Rousey was fighting Kaufman, and that was on October 18th of 2012. That was once again submission via armbar. She then lost to Kat Zingano. This was in the Ultimate Fighter finale. Oh, she was a coach? I knew Rousey was a coach. I didn't realize she was a coach. She lost though via TKO, via knees and elbows. Those are always brutal to watch. She then fought Ronda Rousey again at UFC 168. She lost via armbar again. However, this was a much more competitive fight, getting all the way to the 3rd round. But Mario Yamazaki was the ref, so who really knows? That was on December 28, 2013. She then started to rattle off a big set of wins here with a victory over Liz Carmoucci on April 19th, 2014 via decision. She beat Rin Naki September 20th, 2014 via decision. She beat Sarah McMahon January 31st, 2015. If you guessed via decision, that's right. You won the prize. There is no prize. She beat Jessica I because everybody does on July 25th, 2015. That's right. You guessed it. Unanimous decision. And she earned a title shot against Holly Holm at UFC 196 McGregor versus Diaz, part 1. That was exciting. And she defeated Holly Holm on March 5th of 2016 via rear naked choke. This was in the 5th round, and that was her first time capturing the UFC bantamweight title. So she became the bantamweight champion, and her first title defense was against Amanda Nunes, and she lost via submission, also rear naked choke in the first round. This was on July 9th. This was actually at UFC 200, Tate versus Nunes. She then lost November 12th to Raquel Pennington on UFC 205 via unanimous decision. And she just beat Marion Reneau back in July 17th of this year at Makhachev Moises. This was via TKO in the 3rd round. After seeing her full 26 fight career, let's do the review. Overall, Miesha Tate is a phenomenal fighter who, every time she got big enough to be a big time fighter, Miesha Tate always had a weirdly timed loss in the earlier stages of her career. She started to really gain her stride in 2010. She ran into one of the best bantamweights of all time in Ronda Rousey. We might end up doing Ronda Rousey on another one of these SHERDOG review episodes. 2 of her 7 losses are to Ronda Rousey, and another one is to Amanda Nunes. I'd have to say I rate her 6 out of 10, with 1 being like, why were you even fighting, and 10 being like the GOAT, right? Or in the GOAT discussion. Let me know what you guys think. How good was Miesha Tate in your eyes? Let me know in those comments down below. If you have a fighter that you wanted me to do a review of, let me know in those comments down below as well. Click that like button to show your support for the channel. Subscribe for even more content. But most importantly of all, have a good day.